Hi, Varian Keller here. So for my look into sports marketing thrusts and or verticals, I'm going to look at two areas, one being marketing through sports, and then the second being marketing of sports. Now, it's very difficult to actually differentiate between the two if you're not familiar with the difference. Uh, Marketing through sports, as you're about to see in a few seconds once the screen comes up, is the ability to actually market and connect with consumers through their passion point of sports, but not directly selling or trying to get them to attribute a dollar amount and or an action on sports. So this picture that you see on screen right now is a picture of College Game Day. And Home Depot has been the sponsor of College Game Day. And they use this to connect with consumers who have an affinity for college sports and college football to actually try and sit there and get their brand recognition and their brand awareness out there in front of individuals. And it works. Me being a college football fan, I see the Home Depot every single Saturday as they do the Home Depot show on College Game Day. So I have an awareness or a recognition of Home Depot simply because of this sponsorship. That's an example of marketing through sports. Now, the next example that you're going to see in a second is an example of a professional sports franchise that is actually marketing to individuals and marketing to consumers through their own specific website. And that is the difference between the two. It's when you're talking about marketing through sports, you're actually using sports in general as the actual platform to connect with individuals. You're not talking about and you're not trying to actually sell a specific product as I see it, but you're actually trying to get your brand to resonate with individuals through a sports sponsorship like the Home Depot sponsorship. So, in this situation or this instance, as you see the LSU versus Wisconsin game that took place this weekend, Home Depot actually has a segment that goes to sponsors College Game Day and goes to every single Saturday, goes to a different college campus and sets up and builds this set. Now, this set works for Home Depot. It plays into the idea of building things in Home Depot, but it also works from a standpoint, just from a branding standpoint. Now, going back to the actual entity or the team that you're about to see in a few seconds, this is where you actually see an individual team that is marketing their own specific tickets to try and actually generate revenue for the team. The picture that you see on screen right now is a screenshot of the actual DetroitLions.com website. As you can sit there and see, there is a buy a single game tickets. Click here icon and or element there. But then also across the top you have season tickets, single game tickets, event tickets, and premium seating. Now this works well for an example of marketing of sports. This is the Detroit Lions themselves, the entity marketing what they do, trying to actually generate revenue for themselves. And this is what is interesting about it and the differentiator. Whereas there's a sponsorship fee with the Home Depot sponsorship and marketing through sports, this is the Detroit Lions again trying to promote themselves to generate ticket sales. And it's a little bit different in the NFL in the sense that the NFL actually shares revenue. But if you look at other sports marketing entities, so on and so forth, that doesn't share revenue, or if you want to look at the fact that these individuals who may be going to these games will be buying concessions and spending monies at the actual games, which goes into the team's pocket. That is the difference between marketing through sports and marketing for sports. This is about actual revenue that actually goes into the pocket of the actual sports entity itself. So, as I see it, there are two differentiators. Marketing through sports is marketing to consumers to try and get them to actually appreciate your brand. Marketing for sports is actually trying to get them to purchase your brand.